Hi everybody, we've made it to episode 35. We are still on Fulgora, but I'm hoping to continue advancing towards the electromagnetic plant this time, as well as eventually the coveted electromagnetic science pack that I have yet to research because it has to be crafted in the supercapacitor, which I don't know anything about that yet. So if we can work towards those things, I think it's something with these three products here that we'll have to end up making. So I hope to advance towards that in today's episode, but there's a couple things we have to fix first. The big one is, you can see I actually have a lot of cloggage happening here. This is something that I didn't anticipate having a problem with, although I don't know why I didn't think about it to begin with. But essentially because we have way more iron gear wheels being recycled or as an output than are being used, it's clogging the circle up here. One easy way to fix that is to end up using more of the iron gear wheels. And how I intend to do that is with more recycling for one. We can maybe add in another one of those. And then we can start using iron plate to go into more products. So a couple products I want to actually get automated in today's beginning of the episode are going to be some essentials, like we can start to use some the red underground belts, which I'm running low of, so we need that. So basically more belt tech, pipes, power poles. I've been crafting all of those by hand, so just some normal things like that. So I think we'll redo my mall that I have over here. And also, in between episodes, I did add in a couple more accumulators since I was definitely running even more low on power. So you'll notice that they're kind of wrapping around a little bit in all the nooks and crannies where I can. I did also add in more recyclers, like I said I was going to do over here. So I think that's where we're going to end the line up there. And then I did sort out a couple of different things on the belts as well. Originally, you noticed that there were blue circuits and ice cubes on this line. I've since just fit the ice cubes going into an active provider box. And now blue circuits share the line with red circuits. And that means the copper wire that was sharing with the red circuits end up coming through here and getting basically recycled directly into copper plate. So that's why we now have a copper plate line as well. What I think I also want to do is, since I'm seeing that we're going to need plastic to go into the superconductors, we'll end up recycling the low density structures and batteries to A, go into green circuits that I need, but B, to go into more plastic and copper plate to basically help supply more of our assemblers that we need and those other products. But back to my mall, which I want to get better situated and kind of cleaned up a little bit, more organized. It'd be nice if I had more of a little pathway through here, so I'm just going to cut that off there. And then let's have our mall start about here-ish. So I just want to get it really nice and organized. now we can start getting into automating the fun stuff. So I do want to advance towards the superconductors that we'll need, electrolyte, whatever that is, and supercapacitors. These are all produced in an electromagnetic plant, so that is the first thing I need to build. So can I build that finally after like 6 episodes here? I do need steel, and I need holmium plate. I wonder if it would be worth to do an assembler to craft that, or if we should build it in my pocket. Okay, so let's figure out what's going on over here. First of all, we're still really clogged on iron gear wheels. Let's fix this real quick. I need concrete. Do I have any concrete in there? No. I have some in there. So let's make a couple recyclers, if I can afford them. I guess 1 recycler is all I could afford. Let's delete that. Okay. So we're going to start recycling the low density structures and batteries like I mentioned. So how do I want to squeeze that in? I could maybe add that over here. Or I could save myself a little bit of room, maybe add it over here. Let's do that. So batteries, actually, I keep hemming and hawing. Let's do it over here since this is where the lines are. So we'll do that there, that there. Give it some power. And I'm going to extend the steel chest there. All right, so now it is recycling. I don't have a filter on this, so it could do either batteries or low density structures. But I do want to organize how this is filtered out. So copper plate, we will have, actually, how sophisticated does this need to be? So, get rid of that, unfortunately. I may need to move this. So let's move this guy down here. Continue that guy on. Okay, so that won't work. That won't work. I'll have to move him even further down to there. Fix that. Ugh, I feel so bad deleting power stuff. Okay. This now gets moved there. So for copper, we can filter that onto the line. And that will be helpful. Let's delete that guy. Add in power. And then we'll have excess ingredients of steel, plastic, and I think green circuits, right? Don't green circuits go into batteries? All right, so for steel, I feel like this is where the base is going to start getting messy, and I was trying to avoid that. Let's do, since I'm cheap now and running out of supplies, steel we could directly feed like that. And I'll have to use a normal inserter for now. No! Let's filter. Filter out the steel. Steel there. And then plastic will need its own line as well. In fact, plastic, we can longhand insert. There we go. It's already got the right ingredient. We'll filter that out. Plastic will go there. And we can start its own line here or something. And obviously this is a bus that is headed nowhere, but maybe I can curve this around, or we can start thinking about using trains to move the products to the bigger island, which is over here or something. All right, so we've got plastic. How come green circuits don't come out? Do we not get green circuits from batteries? So that's full on copper. Well, maybe we can do a little assembler for iron plate and green circuits, just real quick, just so we have more stuff coming in. So green circuits, if I remember, require copper cable, which I did have on the bus, but I got rid of it. So I could do that up there, but that seems like I just don't get enough copper cable to really feed the green circuit assembler that I'm thinking about. So what we'll do... Gosh, I have no more splitters? Wow. Okay. I am so poor. So let's let's move that. We'll move actually that down by 1. Underground that. Oh no, do I have to do belt braiding? Not quite. That goes there. Let's convert this to a blue. Okay. That like that. Now we have this that can go into copper cable. And I'll have to move this. And this little bus going nowhere we can use for green circuits right here. So copper cable like that, and then maybe we can also request copper cable, and that way, like if there's any excess clogging the system up here, which it doesn't seem like that's very likely, we can get some coming in. So we'll request copper cable here. Let's just do 50. Move the power pole. Iron plate here. And then I do want it to go on its own little bus line, but I am clearly out of room. We might need to move this whole little section of the mall as well. Green circuits, in fact, since I don't have room for a bus at this point in time, we'll just go into a passive provider box. Like that. We'll cap that off at 4 stacks. Copper cable. Oh, let's put in the inserter. Move the power pole again, like that. All right. We're now getting some production of green circuits. Let's see if we could do anything to make progress towards the electromagnetic thingy, the electromagnetic plant. So I needed the refined concrete, which I've got. Now I just need the holmium plates, which I think I've stored up a lot. And in fact, we've got a lot of the holmium solution stored up too. Yeah, we've got 1,000. So I'll grab that. We can make... Oh, does it have to be crafted in an assembler? It does. Okay. Well, let's do this real quick. Can I add it over here? Do I need any solution or anything? You would think, but I guess not. Yeah, let's just include this over in the little mall area. Right there. Copy that. So this will become electromagnetic plant. Copy the passive provider box. We will set a condition on this guy. I don't know how many we'll need. Should we do like 5? Let's do 5 for now. 5. And I just copied everything we needed. Wow, we need that many holmium plates. We're just gonna say no to that and do 100 instead. Okay. So in theory, that should work in just a minute here. Why is everything else not working? Is it because of the lack of green circuits, or is it the lack of bots? Oh, and I don't have enough copper cable coming. So let's, even though I've basically been stealing copper cable to come in here, we're going to do an output of copper cable separately as well. And to try to save room, I'm going to put it right here. And let's do 2 stacks of that. Okay, good. So I've got, what is going on here? Oh, that's not really balancing very well, is it? And that's because copper cable, I'm wondering if it's just probably not even worth it breaking down the copper cable into copper plate, since just there's very little of it. So let me move this. We'll move that whole thing. And let's just balance it. And of course, now I'm getting the copper cable coming in. So let's just delete that, and we will have copper cable go into an actor provider box like this. And filter that out just to include copper cable just in case, like so. All right, can I finally make that electromagnetic plant? Or at least, did we make one of them? No. All right, let's go over there. I'm going to manually plop down the assembler so that at least my biggest goal for the day can be accomplished, which was to get an electromagnetic plant. And then I think that means we'll see it come in as built by next episode, and then we can start to play around with how we get electrolytes, superconductors, and supercapacitors. And I guess hopefully that will put us one step closer to getting the electromagnetic science pack, and even one step closer to getting off of the planet. So I hope you guys will continue to join me. Thank you as always, and I'll see you very soon.